We're streaming. Let's get it. Make sure we're this on. Oh, hold on. Sorry, I got you guys all down here, and I don't have.
Oh, you're good.
What are you streaming on, bro?
So, I mean, as far as what,
Like website or?
yeah, well, I'm streaming to YouTube.
Oh,
So my podcast, Sprinkle Some Salt Podcast, has a YouTube, and we're as well as an IG. So this one is being live streamed to YouTube. So we're right up here at this camera. Let me get my questions together. I'm a little fanboyed out, man. My first time at the legendary fucking record bar, and I got none other than Seuss Mac. I'm feeling real good about myself, y'all.
Seuss Mace.
No. Goddamn, thank you for getting me corrected, man. I appreciate that, and I'm sorry. And I tried to practice that too, goddamn it.
You good?
All right. Hey, what's up, Guan? Bonjour, famille. Bump Jonas here, man. We're at the legendary record bar, and I'm chilling with none other than Seuss Mace.
What up, what up, what up?
Now, look, y'all, first of all, I have to fanboy a little bit because when it comes to choppers from the Midwest, when it comes to motherfuckers that, you know, I dare say underground, but you're putting on in a mainstream way, and no one's really doing it like Seuss Mace, I feel
Thank
like,
you,
you know
man.
what I mean? If I were to borrow a collegiate term, on the bubble,
On the bubble?
I believe that's you. You know what I mean? Like just one notice or one look away from being like out of here. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But look, man, we're out here at the Cold Day in Hell.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now this happens to be an album release for you.
It's not an album release, more
Okay.
an album celebration.
Oh shit.
When the record came out, I didn't really put a show together or anything, and Steady P and me were talking about just putting a show out that kind of celebrated it as a body of work. So
Okay,
kind of
okay.
was- So people have had a little bit of time to live with it.
And now we're like, okay, come on, let's come back out. Let's listen to it. Let's
Listen to me
redigest
perform-
it,
yeah, perform some
celebrate
of the
it.
songs and-
I fuck with that. That's fire. Okay. So actually, I fuck with that heavily because of the fact that we've had time to live with it, and now you're like, let's celebrate it, which is a dope way of saying, let's go and perform this project. Let's give y'all another chance to hear it. Let me reintroduce it to you if you haven't heard it, and let me give you a chance to
Yeah.
jam out if you have.
Right.
I like that. I fuck with that. Let's drop some gems, y'all. Let's drop some salt because I need to be doing that more. So we're at the Cold Day in Hell, and so I got a bunch of questions situated around hell and cold because we're here at the Stoop. Welcome to the Stoop. And I just I wanna pick on some things, fuck with your head a little bit, kind of get the mind of Seuss Mace. You know what I mean? So if it's a cold day in hell, what temperature is officially cold for you?
For me, cold is like negative 5 or 6.
Okay, that's when it's like this
10,
is fucking cold.
-10, yeah.
Okay,
Like
so
it- like
cold
it-
you start cursing.
Yeah, like it was just this past week.
Man,
It's been all ice and snow in Topeka and shit.
oh shit. Okay, you out of Topeka, man. Like so, definitely putting on for the Midwest in a sense, man.
Yeah.
Like not necessarily greater. Is it? Here's something I want to ask. This is just clarity for me, right? Because I'm a transplant to KC. Topeka, Wichita, they're their own place, so you wouldn't necessarily call them Greater KC, right? They would be more like they're, like, well, one, they're Kansas, not Missouri.
Right. Topeka
then-
and Topeka and Kansas City are, I would say, like neighbors.
Ooh, I like
I'm saying?
that. Okay,
It's just an hour drive.
It's not really far at all.
1
shit.
hour flat take me to get here from my house. Yeah.
Okay, see, all right, man, be careful. All of a sudden they're gonna be calling it KC, so we gotta hold it down for Topeka, man.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, it's Topeka. I'm born and raised in Top City.
Oh shit, Top City. That's the nickname for Topeka. I
Yeah.
like that. Okay, look, that's almost UK. You know, Top Boy and shit, man. Shout out to them UK cats. All right, so, what temperature is hell? If you had to guesstimate a number, how hot is hell?
1,000,000 degrees.
Okay, 1,000,000. Okay, he going with the easy kill, 1,000,000. ain't nothing outlasting that. Okay. What kind of shoes would you be wearing in hell?
Flip flops.
Wait for it. Come on now, for real.
For real.
Fuck it, huh? All right, man. Hold up. So we still talking about hell and shit, but I want to actually talk a little bit about Seuss Mace. And in that sense, well, first of all, where does Seuss Mace come from? Is there a Cat in the Hat reference there? Where's that coming from?
Yeah. When I was about 12 years old, I had been rapping already for about 4 years.
Okay.
And I wanted to come up with a name, and so I sat down and I thought about it. At the Boys and Girls Club is where I came up with my name, and as Dr. Seuss books, I was always reading them as a kid, and I paint and I rap, so I'm an artist and a poet too.
Like an artist for
Just
real,
like-
for real.
Yeah, just like Dr. Seuss, you know what I'm saying? So I just do it a little differently. I rap and I draw. So
That's a bar, y'all. There's
it
some bars
became-
in there.
It became Lil Seuss when I was about 12.
Okay.
That got shortened to Seuss, and then it eventually became Seuss Mace.
Where's the Mace from?
That's my real last name.
Oh, no shit. Okay.
Yeah.
See, I was going extra thinking Mace Windu or some shit. I was putting some Star Wars reference in that shit.
And then over time it also became an acronym which stands for So Everyone Understands Sick Shit.
Oh, damn. So everyone understands sick shit. So, and that's something I want to get into because you, and I don't know if it's because of Top City, you know, that influence there in a sense, but you have this, I don't want to say alternate edge, but you have this outside edge, almost spiritual, almost holistic. You chop, but you talk about different things though. So I guess my question is, where do some of these different influences come from for you?
That's a good question. So on one side of my family, I was raised by like hippies,
Okay.
and on the other side, I was in the Baptist church. I got baptized when I was 7, and
Okay.
then my so I never thought about that, but that is a good connection there. Why I have the duality of like all this crazy shit.
That's what it is, a duality.
I ran away from home when I was like 14 and stayed gone into my adulthood.
Oh,
and
shit.
so I was out here in these streets doing a lot of shit, and all of that crazy shit accompanied by the way I was raised, the hippies and the church and all of that combined, that's kind of what,
That's,
you know what I'm saying?
that explains a lot for me. That like helps me understand that. Okay, so
I was just like a gumbo of cultures raising me.
and the streets gave you that edge too, like to really like
Yeah.
salve it all together. I
And then
love
my
that.
family is a lot of my family's in the streets too. So I mean, it was
Okay,
just,
okay.
it is what it is.
Shout out to Seuss Mace and the fam and how y'all put it together, because y'all have produced a hell of a product here. I mean, you know what I mean? Just put it like that. Real quick,
I would like to attribute some of my own stupidity to how far I've came to.
shout out stupidity, y'all. I fucking love it. Ooh, hold on. Actually, give me a quick second here because I feel like I'm not feeling this focus here. There we go. Much better. Okay. All right. Ooh. Are we smoking or are we sipping in hell?
In hell, I don't think we'd be allowed to, because anything that'd be enjoyable wouldn't be like there. We ain't getting none of that shit.
Damn. That is the definition of hell, huh? Like, you're not getting
Yeah,
none of
they
that.
ain't getting that. You ain't getting no juice and cookies neither.
Damn.
No juice.
What if you stealing them from like a, single mom or some shit?
I don't know.
Because those might be the most enjoyable juice and cookies, so you really can't have those. Damn. All right, so why is it called Cold Day in Hell? Like, what was the impetus or the catalyst behind that name?
I did not come up with that name, actually. SammySheets&Friends came up with that name, and I was like, cool.
Like, cool, let's go with it. Okay.
I
They
don't know,
always
you
have
have to-
clever shit with that.
Yeah, you have to ask them. Maybe it's because it's so cold.
So, well,
Shit.
that's fair. That's fair. Okay, so wait. Then what is the name of the project that we're celebrating?
Something to cry about.
That works with a cold day in hell.
Yeah,
You need something to cry about? I'll give you a cold day in hell.
yeah.
All right. So in the process of this project that we are celebrating, I mean, when I hear something to cry about, just off the top, I'm thinking there's some little introspection, there's a little tongue in cheek, somebody's fucking with me. What's the overall concept behind the project?
The overall concept is my upbringing from birth until adulthood. So it starts out with a sonogram. You can hear a baby in the womb crying, and outside, like sort of muffled, you can hear my mother arguing with my biological father, and he starts to beat her, which is a true story that did happen. So the intro is me getting my ass whooped with my mom when I'm in her belly, and then it goes on to the song called Blood Drops, where I talk all about some of the things that he put me through, me and my mom and sister, and then it goes on to the next song called track 3. It's all about me jumping off the porch and starting to be like a young adult and getting my feet wet in the streets and all kinds of other shit. And it just kind of just goes on. And then towards the middle, it kind of loses its chronological path, and it goes into just songs that will just resonate with people who've been through similar experiences as me.
Well, now you're in the meat of the party, the meat of the life of what's going on, right? And probably figuring out what it's probably at that point that we're given something to cry about. At that point when all this shit starts happening and shit. Yeah. Okay. All right, so I want to ask, man. Well, this one's kind of a tongue-in-cheek, double entendre type of question. What's your go-to process to warming up? And when I say that, what I mean is when you're cold, how do you get warmed up? But then also, you're a consistent stage performer. You're on stage a lot.
Yeah.
So what's your process of warming up in that sense too, right? So I need both angles. How do you get warm because you're cold, and how do you get warm to get ready for the stage?
How to get warm to get like from actually cold?
Mm-hmm.
I put on some socks. I get under a blanket.
All right, that's you don't got like no cup of coffee, no hot mug of cocoa or no shit that makes you feel all cozy.
I mean,
he starts smiling a little bit there.
I mean, I might. You know what I'm saying? I might put on the little heated blanket. You know what I'm saying?
Right, there we go. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Not too much, y'all. We're gonna keep some of the secrets in tuck. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to know all that much about Seuss Mace.
Yeah.
But now, okay, so how do you get ready? How do you warm up for the stage though?
I rehearse my ass off.
You made that shit super simple.
I run through my set, and I go hard as fuck like I'm on stage in front of everybody.
Right there on the set when there's nobody there.
Right there in my dining room while my kids run around.
Oh shit! How many kids you got?
3 babies.
3 of them. Would you ever have your kids be artists, creatives like yourself?
Yeah, my son is already my youngest.
So it's already happening.
Yeah, he's 7. He's already recording and shit.
Same time frame as you in that sense, right? Like
before,
he was recording before you were, right? But
yeah,
the writing and the being artistic is already there.
Yeah, he's a fire artist. He can draw better than all the older kids. Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah,
he's the youngest.
He's fire.
I love that, man.
His name's Hendo.
Hendo.
Hendo. He's on a couple of my albums.
Okay, see, I was thinking Endo like the bud, but that's me, the Himpo Kage. I'm always just a puff away. Well, would you rather? I assume you smoke.
I don't.
You don't smoke. Okay, so this might be an unfair question there.
I used to.
Okay, used to. All right, let's play off of that a little bit. Would you rather smoke in the cold or in the heat?
In the heat.
Okay, and why is that?
I don't like standing out in the cold smoking. That shit be ass.
Said, nah,
that shit be ass.
Said, nah, not fucking with it.
I don't like standing out in the cold doing anything.
Okay, so you just going inside.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Or not coming outside. Like,
what about you? What you doing?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I'm probably going to say if I'm smoking, I'm probably smoking in the heat. If I had to.
Yeah.
Because it's a different kind of tax when you're trying to smoke in the cold, man. You don't even know if you're hitting it. You see air coming out, but you don't know if that's just being cold or if it's real smoke.
Yep.
Shit blow faster too for some reason. Like it's just not the same.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, okay.
And you uncomfortable.
Yeah, and then but see, you can be uncomfortable in the heat too, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you hot as fucking sweating, and all of a sudden the fucking sweat then hit the blunt, and like, oh, I'm done. I don't want. You know.
So you talking about hot.
Well, I mean, it's hot or cold.
I'm still picking hot.
He's still okay. He said Seuss Mace is avoiding the cold as much as possible.
Yeah,
that makes sense. So this is kind of a corny segue, but going from cold to hot, you're a hell of a fucking rapper. When I mean that, and really you're MC. You have some technical abilities that is very significant and almost like part and parcel to being from the Midwest. You have a chopping ability, right? But you also have a lot of technical ability to speed up, slow down, rap through, adjust cadences and stuff.
Yeah.
So, how did you get to? Talk to us a little bit about the process of developing your style. Like, how did you say no? That's what I want to do, and then start honing into it.
I think as you start doing anything, you find what you want to do. You know you want to sound like this style. You pick a style that you like. I think that's what we do.
Okay.
I never really give it much thought because it's been so long ago. But I think you just try it, and then you develop it, and then you might over time whatever you've developed becomes totally something else. Like it's you find your own way to put your twist on it, and then it becomes something that someone else can look at and say, I want to do it that way, and then they're gonna get their own thing later on. You know what I'm saying? I think that's how it works.
I like that.
You know what I mean?
I like it because
you have to learn from somebody though.
Yeah.
You have to, because otherwise you wouldn't have done it.
Unless you're like ODB and born with no style at all. No father to my style. That's how it goes.
Yeah, that's true. I've never heard anybody like ODB.
Now, we're still picking on the cold day in hell situation. If you were in hell, what kind of job would you have? What kind of job would Seuss Mace get stuck with?
It would probably be no job. Because they would be torturing me because because I don't work well. I found that out. I don't. I've been bad at every real job I've ever tried to do, and then they're gonna try to get me doing the job, and I'm gonna underperform, and then they're gonna be like, this guy's just no good, so just put him down there and fuck him up forever.
Damn.
So I'll be down there getting whipped.
Seuss Mace might be, and then fuck around and not be good at that. Fuck around and be one of only a few people ever kicked out of hell.
Like, get out, screaming weird.
We don't want your stress, man.
Weird ass screams.
Which is crazy because as I'm sitting here chilling, this guy is the most calmest, relaxed dude, and the energy that comes off of your music and your verses, your vocals, the way you portray it and the way you display it on stage and on beat.
Yeah.
Like, you're chilling, bro. Like, so is some of this therapy for you? Are you like holding back some anger and you saving it for the mic?
Oh yeah, it's therapy, man.
Okay.
It's definitely my therapy. It's kind of weird that as artists, our job is to speak, but we often have such a hard time expressing ourselves to our peers, and the microphone tends to be the one that I can vent to. So
you can talk to, you can relate to the mic.
I can get it out that way, yeah. But I usually,
as soon as that mic's off, he's like, all right, man, I'm chilling.
Nobody understands the way you feel. I don't think there's any amount of talking. I mean, therapy's good, but I just don't think there's any amount of talking that can really let somebody know how you feel exactly. So I think music's a good way to almost do that successfully.
And it's a language in and of itself. Yo, coming to the motherfucking thing, breaking in here. Vertigon himself from the Delazers.
We need another mic?
No, we straight. Nah, he's just watching. He's interning. Ooh. What would you pack for a trip to hell? Like the essential item that you'd have to have, besides flip flops.
The essential item that I have to have in hell. Can it just be anything?
Absolutely.
Wildest imagination.
Wildest.
A spell to put all the demons and the devil to sleep, so I could get the keys and get out.
There we go. Seuss Mace is always looking for a plan, bro. You really, you're a very intentional cat. You don't play around. Don't waste no time, no words, no bars. If you listen to the music, y'all. I mean, and if you haven't listened, well, damn, don't make us, give you something to cry about. The fuck. Oh man. Who's answering the door for you when you go to hell?
Who's answering the door for me?
And that sounded rough. I'm not saying he's going to hell, y'all. We playing with the metaphor here. That kind of sounded like, you know what I mean? Like,
Who's answering the door
Yeah, like who's
to
gonna?
hell?
Yeah, like because they got St. Peter's at the gate in heaven, right? So who's answering the door for you? Like, welcome, Seuss.
I mean, I got a couple homies down there, so
Damn.
probably one of them.
All right, that's solid. I don't even know. I always be like, do y'all still communicate? Like that's
My
that's,
cousin.
that's a wow. I knew this was gonna be a fire ass fucking interview, man. This is wild. All right, okay, one more. Is there a microwave in hell?
A microwave. Nah. Why would you need any sort of cooking utensil?
never
You
know.
are getting cooked.
Damn. Wow, so we don't even eat. We just getting roasted.
You eat, you cooking.
Damn, bro. Hell is really bad for you, bro. Your imagination, hell is terrible. I want no parts of your hell, bro, whatsoever.
Your flesh is bubbling. There's pores and pus. Stinks.
Damn.
It's insane.
You on some Dante Inferno shit over here, y'all. So, all right, man. Let me ask one thing. I ask a lot of people, and this one is what we call the cosign question. And well, first of all, how many projects have you released so far in your career?
I have released 12
Damn.
or 13, but only 6 of those are actual albums. The rest of those are mixtapes.
Mixtapes. Okay. That's still the totality
full
of this.
bodies of work, though. Those
Yeah.
mixtapes were full bodies of work that I still have. Yeah.
All right. So in each instance, or just in generally, this is part of your process, right? You've got some music that you're working to put together on a project, or you have the whole project ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
When you find that it's ready to go, who's that first person that gets to hear the project? Is what we call the cosign question.
My wife and kids have already heard it 1 million times by the time it's done. So, yeah, them.
They're the first. They're the first ones.
They're
Like,
hearing it every day. Yeah.
damn, okay.
They ain't got no choice. We live in a fucking shoebox.
Like,
So that motherfucking shit.
What'd you think of that song I was just playing like 15 times over, man?
Yeah, I record in the dining room.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, even my songs I did with Tech Nine, I recorded in my dining room.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, that's something that's, the let's say, low-hanging fruit, right? You've got a lot of connections and worked with a lot of people. But one thing I wanted to ask is what we call the chicken or the egg question.
Mm-hmm.
So what comes first for you, the beat or the lyrics?
That answer changes.
Hmm.
It changes daily. It's never one or the other. Some days I'm in the car and I come up with some bars. Then I got to find a beat. My favorite way to do it is finding the beat that brings the words out of me.
Yeah,
That's
like
my
that.
favorite. Because the beat will often, every now and then, not all the time, but it will often spiritually guide me to the words in a way.
Which at that point you're telling the words are giving you the story and the message.
The beat is like a bus that you get on to like Vocabularyville, and these word angels are like dropping you everything you need. You're not even trying at that point. That's how easy it is to just write this song to that beat, because that beat brought that out of you.
Right.
And it's all entangled and it's all spiritual, I believe.
See, when you put it that way, I don't see any reason to do it any other way. But there
Right.
are, because the word may grab you and force you to look for the right beat to match that word. So,
Well,
the
the other way is because sometimes I'll be going through life and I'm in the car and something bad happened, and I'll immediately, upon that bad thing happening, start writing a poem in my head about how I'm feeling, and it will be the most raw shit. So it's coming from the most raw place, right at the source, but I have to find a beat for that.
Right.
You know what I'm
it's
saying?
we're still kind of back to the okay. Bro, this has been a hell of a conversation in just a few moments. I definitely have to ask. I gotta find a way to get you for a further lengthy conversation, man. I want to really dive into the mind of Seuss makes, right? I'm sure hella projects already out there to let you get into that anyway.
Yeah.
Here's something I like to ask. What I call it the elevator pitch, and it's and really what it is if someone were to come up on you and they recognize that you're Seuss Mace, but they haven't heard your music, what's the project or song? It doesn't have to be an entire project that would be a good introduction to who you are, like a new fan type of shit. Like, check this out. This is the one that's going to give you a good taste of Seuss Mace.
For a song, I would say Jesus. There's a song called Jesus.
All right.
And for an album, Perennials.
Perennials, like the flowers. Like, isn't that a type of flower or a type of?
It comes back every year.
Yeah. Holy shit. You're a layered individual then. You're intentional with your bars and with your wording, and there's like some spell work going on with you and shit.
Thank
You're a little mystical and shit, man. Okay. Is that attributed to your hippie Baptist upbringing?
I would say so. I would say my upbringing had a lot of there was a lot of room for me to do what I wanted creatively, and it was encouraged heavily. All the people who I grew up with, all my elders encouraged me to be very artistic and free, and I think that so many of us aren't given that. So I got a lot of homies who their family discourages them chasing their dreams. I think that it's a blessing that I had
the opportunity. And
yeah.
Damn. Okay. Well, shit. I don't know. I guess I'm just in awe. I told y'all going in, I'm a little fanboyed out because if there's anybody in damn, see, I was about to say the greater KC, but I would say coming out of the Midwest, if there's anybody that's on that bubble, in my opinion, it's you. And so I'm just like, yo, I have the opportunity to sit down with this cat. I fucking love it.
Appreciate you, man.
Ooh. Here's something I like to ask people, and you may not even be able to answer this one. If they were making a biopic or biopic, depending on how you like to say it, if they were making a movie about Seuss Mace, who would play you? What actor you think would be able to play you?
Play me. I don't know.
You say, can none of y'all pull it off?
I'm trying to think of somebody who looks like me. I don't know.
See, I was thinking just not really there, but just throwing it out there, Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel?
Yeah.
He old as hell though.
I know, but he just has something about the facial structure. I don't know, make Seuss Mace buff or something. I don't know.
Hell nah.
No, okay, never mind.
Vin
Never
Diesel
mind.
is insane. I was thinking, wait, who? Maybe that one dude that played Ant on ATL.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because
yeah.
he's skinnier than me. I'm fat now, but that's how I looked when I was skinnier, kind of.
Okay.
He could do that.
All right, pull it off.
He could pull off teenage me.
Little flavor and shit. All right, so here's a question I ask everybody on the way. Actually, no, hold on. I think I got a good one for you. And this one actually is in honor of local production team, the Goonies. But what makes a good villain?
A good villain?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they got to be just wholeheartedly committed to being cutthroat.
Mm.
That's it. That's no soul. Very, very rough. Wait. Some soul. I think you have to have some soul, because you got to be persuasive and like cunning and shit.
Right.
Like Scar on Lion King.
Did you know Scar is the rightful fucking king and Mufasa was a fraud?
What you talking about?
No, we'll talk later. Something I heard.
Hell no.
Still got to confirm it. Internet is out here talking, man.
So Mufasa wasn't supposed to be king in the first place?
That's what, I don't know if Disney is rewriting, doing some, revisionist history, but
okay.
I'm hearing Mufasa's crown is, I don't know. You sent me on a tangent. My bad. We talking about Scar.
I'm trying to watch. Yeah, maybe they covered that in that new Mufasa movie.
Yeah, I think that's, what I mean. But here's something I want to ask, though. We talked about what makes a good villain. One thing I like to ask everybody, especially on the way out, is when the show is over, when the song is done, what is it that you want folks to walk away with as far as a Seuss Mace experience?
I want people to walk away feeling like I provided a space where they could just like be enthralled in like not only dope rap, but something that left them feeling like they were in the presence of a human being who cared about all of us, and just like wants what's best. I guess I want them to walk away feeling like just really good about themselves. Like, yeah, Seuss fucks with us, and I can tell that. And not only is he a dope rapper, but he's a good human, like type shit.
Well, shit, you already do that, bro. You do that easy just by being in the room. But I could feel that. All right, I fuck with that. I can tell you, man, this is one of the few conversations I've had where I don't have much response back to what someone is saying because you have such, like, insightful and in-depth answers, bro. So, again, I go back to the idea of intentional. There's a lot of intentionality and a lot of purpose in what you, in how you answer and do things. It could be because you're an adult and you don't feel like wasting your time, but I also think there's a little bit of that mystic hippie street guy going on there that just is very, very smart and purposeful about what he's doing and how he does things. So I always want to take a moment and just give people their flowers. And I can't say it enough, man. I really appreciate who you are and what you do and how you put on for the Midwest, man.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah. With that, man, I appreciate you. Bump Jonas here at the Stoop, talking to none other than Sue Smack. Or I'm going to edit that. Seuss Mace. God damn.
God damn it.
With that, though, as y'all
I thought
know,
we had something here.
We did. But you do got to get the fuck up out of here, man. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Peace.